particle starts from the origin time t is equal to 0 and moves along the positive x-axis. The graph of the velocity with respect to time, which means what we are given is the vt graph. What is the position of the particle at the time t is equal to 5 seconds? Okay, so we have already discussed a similar question, but I would like to describe the concept once again. So what is velocity is equal to? Velocity is equal to rate of change of t by dt of position, that is x. So what is v dt is equal to? So we have v dt is equal to dx. If you integrate on both sides from time 0 to time t and dx from x1 to xt, what we get on the LHS is, that is integral 0 to t v dt is nothing but area under the graph. So we have area under the graph from time t is equal to 0 to t is equal to integral of dx is x varying from x1 to x2 is x2 minus x1. Now what is x2 minus x1? It is the distance moved by the object, right? Distance moved by the object, which means if you have a velocity time graph, and if there is a specified time interval mentioned, say from 0 to t, the area under this graph will give you the distance moved by the object. Okay, so very simple question. So what we asked to find out is particle at time t is equal to 5 seconds. See, at t is equal to 5 seconds, where is the graph? The graph, okay, there's a minor mistake in drawing the graph here. See, it's actually, it goes through this, not below 3, it is through 3. Okay, so it is not below 2, it is actually through 2. Okay, so this is the graph given, right? And we have been asked to find out the value till time t is equal to 5 seconds. So maybe up to this. So this is the boundary we are talking about. So what we need is area under this graph. So this is the area what we are talking about, right? This much area. Now see, if you ask me to find this as easily as possible, I would say, see, one typical square here measures 1 into 1, right? Because it's 7, 8, 9, the unit is 1 here, the unit is also 1 in the y-axis, so it's 1 into 1, which is 1, which means there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 full squares, sorry, 8 full squares. So we have 8 into 1, which is 8, and then how many half do we have? We have 2 halves here, so we have half into 2, which is 1, so we have 8 plus 1 9, so the correct answer is 9. That's as simple as that. But let us try to, for those people who are here to understand, to make the subject very clear, let me explain the concept again very clearly. So basically what we can say is, this graph was okay. Okay, so this is the graph which is given to us. All right. And t is equal to 5 is what we've been asked to find out. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll split this figure into 3 different figures: 1, 2 and 3. Let me shade them for you. So this is figure 1. All right, this is figure 1, and this is figure 2, which is actually area 2, and third one is area 3. Okay, it's getting a bit uneasy to identify, so I'll rather use the shaded portion. So let us say So we've been asked to find out this much area under the curve, right? So we'll use 3 different areas to calculate. This will be area 1, highlighted in red. Let us mark that as O, A and B. So area 1 is triangle O, A, B, right? Now what is the second area? The second area, see, it depends upon how you approach the question, but as of now, let me consider this much to be the second area. Say A, B, C, D. Okay, so A2 is equal to rectangle B, A, C, D, right? Rectangle B, A, C, D. And we have another area here, which is a very small area, which is A3. We know that is from the figure, length into breadth 1 into 1, so it is 1 into 1. All right, okay. Now what is area of triangle OAB? So the distance traveled is equal to distance traveled will be equal to sum of all this, right, which is A1 plus A2 plus A3. So what is area 1? Triangle OAB. So what is area of triangle AB? Half into base. What is base? Base is 2. Half into what is height? Height is also 2. Half into 2 into 2 plus. What is area of rectangle BACD? Length into breadth, right? What is length? Length is BD. What is breadth? Breadth is AB. What is the measure of BD? It is 1, 2 and 3. What is the measure of AB? It is 1, 2. So we have 3 into 2 plus A3, which is 1. Okay, so this becomes 2 into 2, 2 into 2 cancels. So we get 2 plus 3 plus 2 is, so 3 into 2 is 6 plus 1. So 6 plus 2 is 8 plus 1, 9. Therefore, the correct option is option 9.